$100, but it's another question. Praise God. How y'all doing today?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
So I'm gonna start out. I want to start off by saying it right.
What we saying?
We got a lot. We gotta watch a lot of stuff that we see on social media. Especially if God already done took you through something,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't go on social media and see something and then that manipulate you to do something else when you already don't live what God already done put you through.
Yeah.
Do that make sense?
Say it one more time. Let me
So
see
when
if it
God
resonates.
already done put you through something, that's just like you having a baby.
Okay.
And you know everything that come with having a baby. You know what I'm saying? You done got cut before, all that. And you go on social media and they say, if you get cut, such, whatever, this and this. But if it
Mm-hmm.
falls, you should know already, like, okay, I already done been through this already, so ain't there nobody can tell me about pregnancy because I already done been through it already.
Right.
Basically what I'm saying is, whatever spirit God done took you through, should nobody else be able to tell you otherwise because you already done lived it already.
Yeah, and you know what? What just kind of revelation I
That was
just
too
got?
deep for me, my bad, y'all.
You know what revelation I just got from that, babe? Like in healthcare, we say no two pregnancies are the same. No two marriages are the same. So no two situations are the same. Even if y'all experiencing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay, for example, two people could be experiencing homelessness, but the way this person experiencing it may be totally different from the way this person experienced it.
Yeah.
The only common thing is the homelessness.
Because y'all different people, y'all got different lives.
Different people, different lives. And not saying God ain't with both of them, but one might have a different level of relationship with God than the other one.
And it's just like death, like everybody die different.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying,
It
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
It is. I've seen death in a lot of different forms. I've seen um yeah, we will. We just gotta go to the other place first. I've seen a lot of death in different forms. Like I used to work in a hospital
Yeah.
and but I've been in healthcare forever and I work in a doctor's office now. But working in the hospitals, you see people that you just having a conversation with right there at that moment.
Right.
And you might walk away for a second to go care for another patient. And out of nowhere, you got cold blue or all these other colds coming about. And you're like, but how is this person in distress when I just walked out?
You lying.
And then now they're gone.
Just like that.
Just like that.
But that's how God created life, boy.
That's how God created life.
That's why the prison moment matter. Right?
Yes. I've done CPR on adults and babies and have experienced both taking their last breath in my face. I literally witnessed a person have surgery. Surgery went well. Taking care of them for 2-3 days after surgery. Shift ends. Come back the next day and I walk into nurses pumping on their chest. And no, we're going over there first. And I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong? And nobody can explain it. So now we got to send the person to the morgue for an autopsy because the person was doing great. So like I said, I've experienced it in different levels, different forms. And neither person, once we go over there first, neither person experienced it the same way. I even had one, be exact, just fell asleep in a nap. Come back later to check on them, and they weren't here no more.
So let me ask you something. They say,
and it wasn't tragic. They literally just fell asleep.
Let me ask you something. They say experience the best teacher. What do you think? Because some people don't agree with that.
I do think experience is the best teacher because a lot of the things I know, I didn't learn from school. And I have 3 degrees. Yeah, I have 3 degrees. And if you count my honorary doctorate, that's 4. But nothing nothing that I went to school for or sat in the classroom taught me more than actual experience.
Yeah. Experience is everything though. Because if your mama tell you not to that stove, and if you don't know how that fire feels, you gonna try it out.
And then once you try it out and you burnt, you gonna know not to do it again. You gonna know why mama said not to do it the first time. You just never know how life will take you on different rides or what have you. You just gotta be open to life.
Yeah, that why I was like, man, you know, like, you really gotta, like, sometimes, like, God wants you to be the best version of you. So when people be like, man, why you believe in God? Why I'm believing God and all that? I'm like, bro, I can't speak on your spirit. I can just speak on man. I know my walk. I know what my walk is with God. I can't tell you what your walk is.
Right.
And I ain't finna try to fight with you on that either, because that having that conversation about God can really stir something up. You know what I'm saying? People don't really got hurt by that. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I had a dude that was telling me that he didn't believe in God and everything, and he was talking to me like, why you believe in God? And I told him, he was arguing with my cousin real heavy about it, but I told him, I ain't finna go back and forth with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going back and forth on no type of levels. Because get what? Your walk is different from my walk. You know what I'm saying? I can't judge you and you can't judge me. That's what it is, right?
Yep. That is so true. But you know what I tell people? Matter of fact, you put a post up, and if I'm not mistaken, your brother had made a comment. I believe in God basically because of his experiences and what God did for him. Sometimes you gotta know that what you're dealing with is bigger than you. What you're dealing with is way bigger than you. And if you didn't believe in something, your circumstances or situation that's bigger than you is gonna force you to believe in something.
And and that's crazy, because I had some people say they didn't agree with him on that, because they were like, you still teach your kid about God even if they don't know. Like, you still supposed to continue to teach your kid.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't teach your kids, because this is what our Father says to do. He says to raise up a child, train up a child in the way they should go, and they'll never depart. And basically he's saying, there we go. He's saying teach them about him, so when they get out and find their own when they get out and experience their own life challenges, struggles, situation, that they'll always come back home and they come back to him, not fall for the world tricks and things like that. Right. But I do agree with the portion where he said, I'm not gonna believe. I do agree with the portion that says, I'm not gonna believe in God because someone else believes in God. I'm gonna believe in God for myself because of my own experience, my own relationships. That's a leader mentality, regardless of where you are in life or if you even know that you're a leader yet. When you decide to make up your mind to follow something because of your own will, your own experiences, your own thoughts, your own desire, you're forced to be reckoned with. But if you decide to follow somebody because of something that they said, or because of something someone else said, that's just like, to bring it into practical terms, that's just like, it's a group of people, and then you got someone over here and someone over there, and then the people in that group with you says, you know, I don't mess with him because he X, Y, and Z. You're a fool to say, oh yeah, I don't mess with him either, because you don't mess with him, and if you don't mess with him, I don't mess with him. You're a fool because you ain't get to know that person for yourself. How you know the reason why that person says they don't mess with that person is because of some foolishness they did.
And that's how people be doing though.
So that's the same thing to say, I don't follow God because my cousin said he don't follow God because God ain't did that for him. He breathing, he walking, he talking. God did something for him. God just didn't give him what he wanted because it didn't line up with his or her will. So you got to be strong-minded to know that you follow God for yourself. You follow things for yourself. Get to know him for yourself. Because now, going back to the scenario, if you go get to know this person for yourself and you realize this is a stand-up guy or a stand-up girl, and they morally right and they full of integrity, they got good values, and they are genuinely a good person to be around, guess what? That could be your destiny helper, but you don't shot yourself in the foot because you want to say who you talk to and not talk to or not believe in because of somebody else.
People lead you down the wrong road and they could just be talking too.
They could just be
People
talking.
just be talking, they be like, man, watch these, finna do this. You got people like that, watch these,
Yes.
do everything I tell them to do. And you don't lead yourself, you don't let a person lead you right to hell. Right there. And the crazy part about it, just like a GPS,
Yup.
if you know what highway you get off on to get home, and you know for sure this the highway I get off at, the highway 29, but the GPS tell you to go past 29 and make a left, go past 29,
Get
and
off at the next exit, and then it's gonna take you to go left,
No.
to go down another street to take you back where you started. You a fool.
It ain't, you're a fool, but the thing is, right, you knew.
You don't
There you
gave
go.
yeah, GPS is a fool. But the point that I think my husband was trying to make was, because we had these conversations all the time when we ride it, y'all. It be so good. The point that he was trying to make was, you don't gave power to somebody else when you know what was right. You know where you live at, but you don't gave the GPS your power to tell you where you live at when you got your own brain and don't took the same route, or you don't been a passenger in the car with somebody that took the same route. So you know. So don't let nobody come against you and change your mind. Change your mindset from what you know. Because that is the slickest trick of the enemy.
You ain't gotta worry about nobody lead down the wrong path if you just lead yourself and let God lead you. You gotta worry about being upset with
Tell me
folks.
right now, Mom.
Because when you upset with
I see the
folks,
Brave Bar. It says Brave Bar.
Why she
when you, I
doing?
don't know, when you upset with folks, you be upset with folks all the time because you don't get them, you don't put everything in their hand. You
Yeah.
don't put everything in their hand. That's why you always mad with folks, because you disagree on what they think or how they done treated you. You should never put it all in their hand. So
You should never.
You should never. But hey man, I just want to give y'all that real quick, man. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all another glimpse of all of this, man. Pain is temporary, but it's also necessary. I love y'all, beautiful people.
I love y'all, and remember,
Love y'all.
love y'all. Don't get nobody else your power, and believe in what you believe in because of you, your experiences, your circumstances, and your mindset. Nobody else's. I love y'all. What it is, y'all? Peace down. Peace up.
love,
Peace
blessings.
down. Which one, Rhea?
Peace.
Love.
Peace, love,
Wait.
blessings.
Peace, love, blessings.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Open the
Left hand
door.
top. Left hand top.